Surely you have been in a situation like this before where you simply weren't sure, should I buy this item or should I simply enhance it? A good example for this is actually Fallen God Armor or Pen Blackstar weapons. And if you look at it, enhancing it costs quite a few crunch stones and the chance is pretty depressingly low. If you use a breaker stack, it isn't getting a lot better. So it is quite a question. You do always have the other option of simply buying the item. And here's a simple question, when should you do what? And in fact, there is a definitive answer, so let's watch the video till the end and get right into it. But if you want to join my guild, serve the Supreme Leader, me, or simply join the Discord, make sure to click the link in the description to join my Discord. And anyway, let's get right into it. But let's first discuss reasons for why you should enhance in the first place. Well, the first reason for it is pretty simple. Some items are simply not available to buy. For example, sovereign weapons, you can't buy them. Charazet accessories, you can't buy them. So those two are already out of the question because there we can only calculate how much it's gonna cost us on average to enhance them. We can't actually say, we can't just buy them. It is not an option. Another reason to why we might be willing to rather enhance than buy is when items are simply too overpriced compared to how much they cost to enhance. This is a rather rare case, and I don't actually have any example for this, but it is a case. A more likely case on why we might want to choose enhancing over buying is if items are simply not available. Some items you in fact can't easily buy on the marketplace. An example for that would be Try Fallen God Armor, Tet Fallen God Armor. Well, Tet Fallen God Armor is actually available twice in this case. Pen Fallen God Armor is pretty rare as well. So if you want those, well, I guess you have to enhance. Sometimes also Pen sub-weapons are not available. Right now they are, but last time I wanted to get one, they weren't there. So that is also a case. But that is basically the reasons why you want to enhance. But there's one less sensical reason why you want to enhance. And that is, it's fun. A lot of people enjoy the thrill of enhancing. I enjoy the thrill of enhancing. So maybe even doing the calculations and coming to the conclusion, well, if I do it, it's really shitty. It sucks. I shouldn't be doing this. It's really stupid. But people will do it anyway. And if you enjoy it, well, good on you. But I'm obviously not here to tell you what you should do and what not. Well, kinda I am, but I can't stop you, right? I can't stop you. If you're silly, I can't stop you. I'm silly, so. This brings us obviously to the next question. Should you buy? Well, what are the reasons for buying? Well, the first reason for buying is that buying, if we go to the marketplace and we want to get a Deborica necklace, we could go ahead and enhance it. We could enhance it to Pen, using 11,000 crunch stones, with a 40% chance of it going down, and if we hit it, let's see. Well, it failed. There we go. That's 33 billion gone. Maybe it has gone down, maybe not. We hit it again, it fails again, it fails again, it fails again. But if we simply go here and buy it, well, our money is gone, but we still got the item. So that is the one benefit of buying. You simply get the item, you're done with it. It's a one and done deal. There's no big question here. And sometimes it is simply also significantly cheaper to just buy it instead of enhancing it. So that is something to consider, because that is most of the time the case if you do not hit at the minimum the average. If you do not hit the average, you're going to pay extra. It's simply how it works. And what it really comes down to is, do you want to risk it and do you want to simply enhance and gamble essentially, or do you want to just buy it? Well, you can end up significantly cheaper or more expensive if you go ahead and enhance. So this just leaves with one question. What do we actually want to base our decision on? Well, I could simply give you the info and leave you with that and just make you do your own calculations. But obviously it wouldn't be me if I didn't sit down in the morning and spend my morning making an Excel spreadsheet so you can... Why am I doing this again? Anyway, I made an Excel spreadsheet and I'm going to show it to you now, so you do not have to do the math. You simply enter numbers and it tells you what you have to spend. Anyway, here we go. This is my enhancing calculator. Is it the best enhancing calculator? Well, I will not claim so. I just made it this morning because I thought it's funny and it was an idea I had in my head for a while. All you have to do here is take into account one thing. There's an instruction manual, and I will not make it so you can simply edit it straight away, because my worry is that if I do this, half a year later someone will simply delete it, just because they think they're funny. So what you do is, you go ahead, click on File, and click Make a Copy, and then you have your own version. And the next thing about this enhancing calculator is that I, in fact, do not think that failsafes are free. I do not think failsafes are free. Some people will tell you they are, sometimes you get them as rewards, but there's always a cost to opportunity. So all the fail stacks also have a calculation to them. What I simply went ahead and did is, I calculated a 100 stack using the spares. You can change the despair price here, you can change the dark hunger price here. And then in the background there's some stuff. It just calculates the fail stacks. So it's pretty simple math stuff. And once you edited those, you can select the what I consider most common stacks right here. A 100 stack, a 150 stack, 180, and so on. And I think it's actually quite impressive to see how those stacks change in cost. Because a 180 stack, if you make it using Dark Hungers, is 9.1 billion. That's not really free, is it? And a 300 stack totals out at 43 billion. Well, now you know. It really made me always wonder how much it would take to make one. Now I know, and now I don't want to know. But just make sure you take those into account too. And once you have those entered, you simply select your fail stack, and then you select how many cronstones you're going to spend on average. You can select vendor crons, and you can select pearl crons. The pearl crons is assuming that you pre-order costumes. So if you pre-order costumes, you simply enter how many cronstones you're gonna get that way. So let's do a simple example. Let's say I want to make myself a Tet Fallen God armor. It will take me 2,700 cronstones per attempt. I will use a 300 stack, and it will be 15.5 attempts. Let's just round it up to 16. Now I simply grab a calculator and enter 16 times 2,700, the number of cronstones we got. That's 43,200. If I enter this number into the calculator, it will total out to 129.6 billion in cronstone costs. If I went via pearl cronstones, I would end up at 86 billion. It's quite a difference. Well, and then there's obviously the question of the fail stack, which is also another 43 billion. If I now go into the game and actually check out how much it's actually gonna cost me to buy it, well, after all of this, I'm not sure if I want to actually buy a Tet Fallen God armor, considering the price difference is less than 100 billion. Well, make it 100 billion, give or take. Well, I don't know if I want to spend this. But the main point is, I now have gone ahead and found out that everything considered, well, yeah, this is kind of a shitty idea to do this in the first place. Well, and you can do exactly the same. And if you're not like me, and you don't want to get a Tet Fallen God armor, maybe you simply want to calculate how expensive it's gonna be to get your Charizard ring up to none. Well, in this case, it's obviously gonna leave out the Dawn essences, which is a whole different story, for which I made my own calculator, but, well, just simply calculate them yourself, I guess, in this case. But in this case, we simply take the fail stack once more. I'm only gonna go for 250 fail stack in this case, which is gonna bring down the fail stack cost to 24 billion. And then I just need to get myself 12 times 2,850, 34,200 cronstones. Well, and this will be the average cost of getting a Charizard ring to none, using a 250 fail stack. And that is obviously including the fail stack and pearl crons. If we don't use pearl crons, the number is a lot more depressing, and I think this is making me realize two things. On the one hand, A, how expensive it is to upgrade gear, and B, that fail stacks actually make up a good chunk of the cost if you actually upgrade something. Well, interestingly enough, this might have been the case the whole time, and I just didn't realize it. And maybe you also didn't realize it, but now you did. Anyway, this kind of brings me to the end of the video, and I hope this is gonna help you. Like always, you can find a link to the spreadsheet in the comment section. Just make sure to read the instruction and maybe watch the video before you use it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. Anyway, I see you next time. Bye!